well, this is what we've done. We've bought this. I very much understand that if you're watching this, you've either a subscriber to the channel or you've stumbled on us in some way, but you're probably a bike related person, and this isn't a bike related video. This is more, obviously we're handlebars and holidays, this is more down the holiday side of things, but essentially this is the beginning of a new chapter for us. We've had a massive change of direction and we have decided to retire. So long story short, we've sold everything. We've sold our rather big house. We've sold the 1250 GSA. We've sold the Kawasaki. We've sold all sorts of stuff. We've packed everything up. It was an absolute nightmare. We've been in that house for 12 years and getting everything out of the house and packed up, and believe me, you don't want to move house. It was an absolute killer. But the long and short of it is, we're out. We've bought this motorhome, which is a Conquest, a Jayco Conquest 25-1, which is a 4-berth motorhome, 8 meters long, and we are traveling, and we're traveling for potentially about 18 months. So even though you're probably a motorbike person, you might hopefully find this interesting, because we've never done any of this before. This is completely new. This is literally our first trip. I don't doubt we're going to get everything wrong and make every stupid mistake that you can make, so you might want to stick around just for that. So we'll get where we're going. It's the first ever camp we've been to, and I'll show you around the van and explain a bit more, but hopefully you'll stick with us. Bye for now. Okay, so we have arrived on our first camp. We've basically just thrown the van up and into place for now, got things connected up. It's been a bit hectic. It's the first time ever, so it's all been, oh wow, check this out. How cool is that? There's 4, 5, 6 peacocks here, and this, look at that. How cool is that? I have never seen a white peacock before. Wow. Well, there's a first on day one. Cool. So yeah, it's our first ever setup, other than on our drive. And this, we're in Badgingarra, which is only a couple of hours from home. It's basically just an initial stopover. It's a very basic site, to be honest. But I'll give you a little bit of a shufty round and show you the van. Okay, here's the van. So hopefully the wind isn't playing too much havoc, but this is our new toy. It's not much like a motorbike really, is it? This is a Jayco Conquest 25-1. It's a 4-berth. I'll show you inside in just a sec. And this is where we are. So I have just successfully managed to connect the electric and the water and turn the gas on, and I'm feeling quite chuffed with myself, to be honest. So we didn't bother leveling it. It's relatively level. It's level enough. But this is just our first stop overnight. Everything's gone well. No breakages on the way. Nothing did anything it wasn't supposed to do. So let's see what Angie's up to. And there she is. The light of my life. Mother of all my children. Well, most of them. So, here we go. Let's put a bit more light on somewhere. Here. There we go. So, this is Sydney, for anybody that doesn't know Sydney. Sit down, Sid. Sit down. He is trouble on a stick, but there we go. So, cabin. And there's a double bed up there. You're using it for storage at the moment. And there is the rest of it. So yeah, all good. Everything's working. And the slide out is slid out, so this bed pulls out considerably more at night. And yeah, it's very comfy. We've had 5 nights sleep in it on our drive, as I say, and all is well. Toilet, washing machine, and can't see it behind the towel, but full-size shower. So all good. So we're just about to kick off with our first meal. Has it been christened yet, Angie? Do we know what it is? Spaghetti bog. Oh yes, spaghetti bog we said, didn't we? So yeah, we've kind of settled in all right, so we'll crack on with a bit of dinner and see you later. Well, good morning. So we had a nice night last night. Our first night went super smooth. We had electric and water, as I mentioned earlier, so everything's functional in the van. We've had nice warm showers this morning. Angie's just, I don't know if you can see Angie in the background there maybe, she's just having a bit of breakfast. Sid was good in the night, was a bit concerned about him barking if he heard anybody moving about. He did one little tiny when he heard something, but on the whole he was good. So yeah, everything went really well. Site leaves a bit to be desired, to be honest, but it basically is just a stopover kind of place. So we're going to head over a bit closer to the coast this morning, probably finish up in either Cervantes or Dongara, Port Denison, around that sort of area. So we'll kind of make that up as we go along. We haven't booked anything, and yeah, play it all by ear. So far so good. Hi folks, so we've just arrived at the Cervantes RAC caravan park, which is very nice. Check this out. We've very quickly got organised. We've just put the little mat out today, although that may have been a mistake because we're actually here for 3 nights, so perhaps we'll end up with the big mat out, but we've got water, we've got power, and it literally took 5 minutes to get organised. The nice level blocks, there's the ablutions block and laundry and barbecue area and everything, so it's really ideal. So yeah, they had a winter special of 3 nights for the price of 2, so $80 for 3 nights with electric and water. Can't go wrong. Dream deal. Angie's gone off to check the laundry for some reason. What do you think, Sid? Are you a happy boy? You've had a run this morning, haven't you? Hey, you had a nice time? Did you have a nice time? Oh, you're a good boy. Oh, it's fastened. Oh, you're pulling one of them out. Okay, so let's just have a quick check out of the ablutions block, which is absolutely immaculate. Absolutely perfect. Wow. How good is that? Yeah, that's what they should all be like. Perfect. So it looks like our neighbours are just arriving, who are in a very similar moho. And I gather lunch is ready. Fish tacos, I believe. So we are on my turn to cook. Angie cooked last night and I forgot to film any of it, but we're on pizza tonight. Pizza done under the grill. Normally we've got a pizza oven for this sort of thing, but we've got 2 cheese garlic bread starter and pepperoni pizza main. So we'll see how that goes. I will show you the completed pictures and hopefully empty plates in a bit. Go. So we thought we'd just do a little bit to camera, just end of our second day, and what have we learned? We learned anything?
The RAC site at Savant is beautiful.
Well, I suppose we've learned that this retirement lark's quite good. We didn't get up at 5 o'clock this morning, and we didn't drive an hour to work, and we didn't do something that we didn't like doing. We actually had a day of doing what we wanted to do. 2 days.
So
yeah, it's all is well. The first site we stayed at, as mentioned and showed a little bit earlier, was very, very basic. This RAC site that we thought would be considerably more expensive actually worked out cheaper. Because it's worked out cheaper because it was some winter special, 3 nights for the price of 2. So this was just under $27 for the night, for each night. With electric and water and full use of all washing facilities and everything. So for UK,
that was with your RAC
for
subsidy.
A little bit of discount for being in the RAC. But what's that? $27. It's about £13-14 a night for our UK people. So I don't know how that compares with the UK. The sites aren't quite as manicured as how we remember them being in the UK from our little bit of caravanning when the kids were young. I think the caravan club sites in the UK are probably still quite spectacular, but no, everything's good. The van is doing
Beautiful.
brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah. Really
Yeah,
happy with
everything's
it.
working great. So yeah, looking forward to a couple more nice, restful, 3 more nights here. Not done the first night yet, have we? Loving, I tell you what, loving the bed. The bed in
so
this
comfy.
motorhome is so comfy.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. And unfortunately, it's right there. So this afternoon, when
You got back on it.
when you're sort of thinking, I think I'll just have a little lie down for a minute, I finished up having about an hour and a half's nap. So yeah.
And the rain woke you up for a second.
Yeah,
didn't
it rained for about 5 minutes and then stopped. Anyway, let's not bore you too much with too much twaddle. We've had a lovely dinner. Dinner worked out well. It turns out pizza done under the grill works. It's not a problem. It was really good. I'd give that 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. So anyway, catch you in the morning and see what tomorrow brings. Bye for now.
Bye.
Okay, so it's the following morning. A good night's sleep was had by all.
Sydney.
And we're just giving Sid a little wander, and he's trying to tangle us up in his
Because he's seen his ball.
lead because he's seen the ball and he wants the ball. Staffies tend to be very ball obsessed. Come on, boy. Come on. So this, as mentioned before, is the RAC site at Savant. It's very nice. I think, as we're likely to find with most Australian sites, the sort of bits in between the pitches leave a bit to be desired. But on the whole, it's very nice. It's got all the amenities, good Wi-Fi, and yeah, everything you need. So we are still in winter here in WA. Where are we up to now? When's spring start?
Next month.
Okay, so next month is spring, but we are still technically in winter. It's still about 20 degrees and nice today. So it's just that in between. You put your jumper on, you're a little bit too warm. And without it, you might be a bit nippy.
The wind's a bit chilly.
There's just a little bit of a chilly wind every now and then. But on the whole, we can't grumble. It's been a pretty mild winter, really. This lead has proved to be pretty good. I never really used it much before, but this extender lead just gives him a bit of freedom, and it's not pulling at you, not tugging at your arm every few seconds, which is another bit of a Staffy trait. Lots of traits Staffies have. This is what it's all about for Sid. He lives for the ball, don't you? He would do this all day, every day. Sid, for anybody that's interested that doesn't know us, is just coming up to 4 years old. We rehomed him when he was 5 months old. Somebody else, I think basically they decided he was too much trouble, and we've come pretty close to deciding the same. But he's just starting now at 3+ to calm down a little bit. Okay, back up. And he's getting a little bit more user friendly. He was on occasion an absolute nightmare. Never have we had such a small dog, and never have we had such a willful, stubborn. He's definitely got small man syndrome. Go for it, honey. You always get the shit jobs, don't you? So this vehicle at the side of us here with the blue Suzuki Jimny is a lovely couple that we were talking to this morning, who are from Queensland, and they've been travelling in an almost identical vehicle for 4 months, and they're basically doing a lap round Australia. So It's very much the done thing. So this is the routine when we get back to the van, because somebody has always got very dirty feet. Okay. So that's the end of day 3. We've just had a very nice dinner, haven't we? It was what was it? Chicken, mushroom and bacon carbonara. Yep. Which I'd already delved into when I took this photo, but it was very nice actually. It didn't look good on the plate.
Oh, on the plate it looked like a pile
it
of
looked-
sick,
it
didn't
looked-
it? But it tasted as good as
it
any
looked-
pasta we've had out.
It looked like Sid had just eaten it and brought it back, but
Nice.
it didn't taste anything like. It was lovely. It was really nice. It
delicious.
was as good as you could have got anywhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we'll draw this video to a close. I think we are at the end of day 3. Everything's going super smooth. We've got
Nice
one
and
more day
relaxing.
in Cervantes. There's not a lot going on in and around
if you
Cervantes.
had a boat and you was
Yeah, it's a
fishing
typical-
or swimming,
Typical West
The weather's
Australian sort of seaside town where if the weather was gorgeous you'd be on the beach and in the sea and fishing and boating and 4-wheel driving and that sort of stuff. And it is still winter. It was nice earlier on, as you saw, but it's gone a bit windy and cold now. So we've battened down the hatches and we're just going to watch a bit of telly and chill for the rest of the evening. But no, everything's good. We'll be doing much the same tomorrow, so probably won't film, and then we'll be moving on the day after up towards Jurien Bay, Port Denison, somewhere around there. So we'll try and find a little bit of something else to show you. If anybody's got any questions or queries about what we're doing and why we're doing it and how we're doing it and rah rah rah, feel free to fire anything in the comments. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Give us a like or a thumbs up or whatever, anything. It's all good. All helps the channel.
Now in it for you.
It all helps the channel. So hopefully it's of some interest to somebody, and we'll catch you again very soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
See ya.